Okay, we have talked about the topic of optimized cash flow, ways to increase on-time payments and decrease delinquency payments. Part 1 last month was 6 ways to increase on-time payments. If you missed that, I believe there are quite a few good tips. If you missed it, please, I do believe this is being recorded so you could have access to it as well. Today, we're going to talk about 8 ways to increase student adoption and payment plans with auto payment. The next 2 series would be strategies for dealing with overdue payments, which are really essential for your financial aid office, and the best security practice. That would be number 4. So
Leah,
today,
I'm so sorry, because I made you the host. You'll have to press record now if you don't mind. So will you mind to record it in the cloud?
Oh,
you guys, I apologize. So if you know me, you know I'm down in Arkansas. We're experiencing, we're going to catch some of that hurricane weather today. So for all my meetings, I'm just making sure and giving the responsibility that if I lose connection, you don't lose the recording. So I turned it over to Leah and she's going to record for us. If you don't mind, it'll be on the bottom right. If not, I'll leave and come back. But
okay, all right. Pause. I think I'm recording right now, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, you're good. You are good to go. Yes, thank you.
Okay. I think
it's recording. Sorry for that interruption.
Because I don't have an option. All I have is pause and stop.
Okay, perfect. You're good to go then. We're good. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So we're back again. Let's start with part 2, 8 ways to increase student adoption and payment plan with auto payment. All right, so what are we going to cover today? We'll talk about who CompuWerx is a little bit, and benefit of payment plans for students, and benefits of payment plans for financial aid office. Ways to increase student adoption of auto payments, and how CompuWerx could help you in this process. And at last, we're going to talk about, if you have any questions, will be question and answer session. All right, CompuWerx. Probably some of you have heard of us already, and some of you are our clients. CompuWerx has been in business since, has been helping schools since 2008. We empower all schools with the most secure and effective way to bill, collect, and manage tuition fee payments, help reduce delinquencies, and increase on-time payments. Our goal for our schools is increase enrollment, retention, and profit. Currently, we have over 30,000 customers that are using CompuWerx TuitionPay system. I'm sorry, the people start coming in, so I have to let them in. CompuWerx, as you all know, we are preferred vendor of Paul Mitchell Schools, and also we are proud member of AACS as well. Let's talk about payment plan, which will affect both your school and also your students. What is payment plan? Payment plan basically is allow your student to pay tuition and fees over a longer period of time. Let's talk about benefit of a payment plan. Providing a flexible option for your to fund education, such as monthly payments for your student, could be a lifesaver for many students. Rather than taking out loan that will incur interest rate and also finance charge, with a payment plan that does not incur any of it at all, and give students an opportunity to spread their tuition payments throughout the year. Payment plans are good alternatives to long-term student debt, and payment plans are less expensive than student loan. Let's talk about student loan. What are the charges are involved? When students who have a student getting a student loan, there are few charges goes with it. First, they'll get charged origination fee with any type of the loan. And the second, they will get charged interest charge. Of course, the interest rate is based on the credit check of the student. So it depends on how good or bad the credit check of your student, then they'll have what determines the rate that they need to pay for this loan. And also because of the loan, it creates a long-term debt. Let's talk about what are the advantages for payment plan for your students. Payment plan typically spread over a period of a year or even longer. Some of them even spread out to after they graduate from school. Payment plan offers the convenience of auto payments from the student's bank account or credit card account. Tuition payment plan generally do not require credit check, and it reduces overall cost of education for your students. One thing you want to remember, payment plan has no interest charge, and this is not a loan. So we talked about all the benefits for your student. What about financial aid office? Payment plan is very valuable to college's financial aid office. It's streamlining the process and saving schools time and money. Offer payment plan could allow some of your students enroll in school, otherwise they cannot attend to the school. Leading to a higher enrollment if properly advertised. And also, it will steady predictable income for the school. If in your school, a large number of students enrolled in this payment plan program, allow the school to have their income more spread throughout the year in a predictable increment. It is economical to meet payment plan deadlines required for registration. Multiple payment plans are offered to meet specific need of your students, and there is a low cost to participate. Because it's not a loan program, therefore there is no interest or monthly fee being charged to the program. A college's payment plan makes the cost of college education much more affordable for your students. We have done some research with financial aid offices and business offices through the college. Here are a few feedbacks. We view ourselves not as collectors, but as partners and counselors for students and families we serve. Second, I also feel very strongly that monthly payment plans help to condition families and students to adopt good habits when it comes to paying their education expenses. So the more families that we can enroll in our monthly payment plan, the better I feel about our overall approach to manage our receivables. As you could see, payment plan has worked out for many schools. Payment plan facilitates a steady stream of revenue on a predictable schedule for your office staff. Your office can process ongoing monthly payment plans rather than dealing with an influx of payments on or after the deadline. Students on payment plan are less likely to turn into delinquent accounts. Students in a very tight financial situation are more likely to continue their monthly payments as opposed to those overwhelming for tuition bill that is hard to deal with them. Payment plans also ease the workload associated with accounts that has been putting on hold or given late fees due to a late delinquent payments. Also, for example, that students who are not registered for classes due to their accounts being put on hold for late payments or delinquent payments, that they have to call the office to unfreeze their account. Having a payment plan, it will eliminate those sort of scenarios and will free up your office resources. Offering a payment plan may also be recruiting tools. Most colleges and universities offer some type of payment plan. Even though most colleges offer a payment plan, but most of them are underutilized. They are not well advertised to the students and their parents. So to reap the benefit of payment plan, your school can work to increase the payment plan adoption by students. How to encourage your student to adopt a payment plan? Advertise the benefit of the program. Give incentives along with the program. Offer various frequencies so that your student could customize a payment plan to what their needs are. For instance, instead of just monthly payment plans, you could offer weekly, bi-monthly, and quarterly, and so on and so forth. Accept multiple payment options. Instead, just accept check payments, accept credit card payments, debit card payments, for checking account or saving account payments. Okay, let's talk about there are 8 ways to increase student adoption. It makes the collecting the tuition payment process much easier. As you know, for any type of good program, if we don't do a good promotion or marketing, no matter how good this program is, nobody knows it, and it doesn't do anybody any good. Same thing with payment plans. So you gotta tell your students, your parents, use the information and promote the materials that could be printed, emailed to your students, or post it on your school website or social media sites about this program. Well, here is the example for printed material. So you could offer, for this example, is offer $50 lift credit for anybody who set up a monthly payment plan with automatic payments. This is another example for people who set up a payment plan that they could save $30 for setting up an online payment plan. This is another example. Stretch your tuition dollars, enroll in a monthly payment plan. It tells them the benefit why. Convenient, secure, and affordable. Also, this is very important. You want to put a link over here. As students click on the link, it will take them to a page that they could set up their payment plan with automatic payment. Number 2, improve outreach. Communicate to your student early, before even the first bill. Well, every new student have orientation with the financial aid office. So at that time, you sit down with your students and talk to them about the difference between the online, the difference between having a payment plan and versus a loan. How would having a payment plan would save them money versus a loan? And you want to involve your students into the decision-making process, so they feel like they own that process. Facilitate financial literacy. Provide cost comparisons of student loan versus a payment plan. Include money savings on interest rate, on finance charge, and other charges the loan incurs. And also explain to them, payment plan is not a debt, it's not a long-term liability. and give them a real number that they could work with so that it would appeal to them better than they could look at it from they could look at it through a big view of a big picture. So here is an example of how the loan works. Let's say your student is taking out $10,000 loan. Taking out a loan that it requires origination fee for the loan. Normally, the origination fee is between 1 to 4%. So for this example, let's say it's 2%. So there's $200 more will be added to the loan. So it will become $10,200 for the total loan amount. And the $200, of course, will be paid on the $200 will be paid interest on too. So student pay $192 per month, and with 5 years loan program, immediately they have to pay back the loan. Of course, there are loans that they don't have to pay back right away. They could wait till after they graduate. That will accrue much more interest. So as this example, let's say we use 5% as an interest rate. So 5%, of course, the interest rate is based on the credit check. If you have a good credit, if the student have good credit, the rate will be lower. If they have not so good credit, the interest rate would be higher. So currently the range is between 3.75% to 14%. So for this example, we're using 5%. So for 5% loan of $10,200 or $10,000 loan, 5% and repay back in 5 years. After they pay back everything, the total interest paid would be $1,349. So that they could see that's the extra $1,349 that they have to pay. If you look at the we have provided a financial calculator for you. So you could sit down with your student and plug it into the numbers that relate to them, and they could see exactly how much more money they have to pay with the loan program. Offer flexibility. Consider offering multiple payment plans as well as flexibility with the plans. As I said, most of the students are using monthly payment plans, but some of them might have special situation they're not able to do monthly that provide them with bi-monthly, weekly. Let students choose their own plans, what would fit for them. It gives them a sense of ownership that makes for them to be able to pay the payments on time. Offer low setup fee for payment plans with the auto payment. Normally, school charge a service fee to set up a payment plan. Number 5, accessibility. Over 50% of all web browsers is done on mobile device. For millennials, it's even greater. So you want to make sure that on your school website, the student account, the billing and payment system are mobile friendly, that your student will be able to access 24/7 to check their account information, their balance, and also they could make a payment through their mobile phone that make everything much easier and help them to make the payment on time. Technology. Use the technology. Set up a payment plan with automatic withdrawals from their e-check, through the e-check with the credit cards and debit cards. And also provide the payment records or the payment history for the students online, securely stored online, so that student will be able to access it at any time that they need to. Offer incentives programs. Reward your students for setting up an online payment. program with the automatic payment. So there are a few ways that you could do. You could offer, let's say, a percentage, 5% or 10% off for setting up an automatic payment with payment plan with the automatic payment. So they could have 5 or 10% off purchase, things from the bookstore or the store of the school. Or you could give a coupon of $20 coupon from the store, or give them a discount of $30 or saving $30. And here, $50 lift credit to set up auto payment. Number 8, keep enrollment fee low. So after talking to your student, and they know very well of how much money they'll be saved using payment plan versus loan, of course, most of your students will choose payment plans. So you want to keep your enrollment fee low so that way it doesn't turn your student away. How could CompuWerx help? Well, CompuWerx TuitionPay system will allow your student to pay online through the school website. The student could make a one-time payment. They could set up a payment plan with the automatic payments. And also they could do a quick pay that does not keep tracking of their history record. They don't have to log in to make a payment. But when they set up an auto payment, their payment history is right in their account. Once they create a login, ID and password, so any of the payments will be keep tracking for them within their portal. And also the financial aid office could set up a payment plan with automatic payment for your students. So we talked about at beginning, when your financial aid office sit down with your student at beginning of the program, the financial aid office could set up the payment plans in person or over the phone. This is something called swipe and pay. Instead of doing it online, this is a credit card reader that connected to the laptop or PC that connects to the CompuWerx TuitionPay system. When they swipe it, it would read all the information from the card into the system. All you have to do is put in the amount in there. The benefit of using this, of course, is fast and easy. And also the credit card processing fee is much lower too. So this solution could replace your current credit card terminal or use for your stores or financial aid office. How does CompuWerx TuitionPay payment plan with AutoPay could help in this situation? Flexible auto payment frequencies. So we do have multiple options of frequencies when people set up auto payments. Of course, monthly payment is normal payment for most of the students, but also we have other options as weekly, bi-monthly, quarterly, and annually, so on and so forth. Allow students to select payment type that they could pay with their credit card, their debit card, their checking account, or their saving account, or even money market account. Student could set up an auto payment over the phone with the financial aid office, or online by themselves, or in person in the financial aid office. Auto payment reports for school. So once the auto payment is being set up, there is auto payment reports. Under auto payment reports, there is active auto payments, complete auto payments, and cancel auto payments. There's option for the school to edit the payer's information, the student information, that you could restart the auto payment for any complete or cancel auto payments tomorrow or next month. What are the benefits of the auto payment with AutoPay? 20% 24/7 online student payment portal that your student will be able to access 24/7 through their mobile device or any device they choose, anywhere and anywhere in the world that they can make the payment. Work with the school. We will work with the school to create any type of incentive program for your students if the school choose to do so. E-invoice with payment options. And also we provide e-invoice payment reminders for coming up payments or overdue. There are email receipts and notifications on payments or any type of activities on payments or credit card expiration dates, so on and so forth, that goes to both of the students and also the school. The school and the student both could use the system with their device, any type of device, and anytime and anywhere. For school, what are the benefits for school? Various detailed reports. Auto payment deposit will be automatic deposit into the school bank account. We'll provide a detailed deposit reports so that school be easy to reconcile with the bank account. Email notifications for all activities going on with the system. School is in control of the whole payment process, even though your students have access online to make payments, to set up payment plans, to make payments, but the school is in charge of the whole process. You could see all that through reports. You could adjust payment plans and send all reminders. Fast funding time in the industry. So there's a 12 hours funding that your student will be able, your student make a payment today, the money will be deposited into the bank account the next day, the school bank account the next day. So the money is available for the school to use. For students, payments can be made using e-checks, credit cards, and debit cards. Most of the company do not allow the payment plan to be paid with credit cards. But with CompuWerx TuitionPay system, that's accepted. One-time setup of a recurring payment for entire program can customize frequencies. Earlier we have covered, we have the options of weekly, bi-monthly, monthly, quarterly, annually. And payment and invoice reminder when the payment is coming up or automatic draw from the bank account or credit card account. Email receipts and notifications. All right, so let's talk about what we have covered today. Payment plan, the benefits for school. Consistent, reliable income for the school. Students on payment plans are less likely to turn into delinquent accounts. Potential for higher enrollment and retention for the school. Less administrative workload associated with overdue and on hold accounts. Benefits for students. Break down the tuition into smaller pieces, it'll be easier to take care of. No loan or origination fee, no interest fee, no finance charge. Does not require credit check for payment plan. Can be automatically withdraw from the bank account, student bank account, credit card account, and could be set up automatically withdraw. Keep overload costs for the education to a minimum. And payment plan is not a loan, so therefore does not incur a long-term debt for the students. What are the ways to increase adoption? Improve marketing. So talk to your student about the benefit of payment plan with social media and websites and printed materials with emails. improve outreach. When you sit down with your student at beginning of the program, do a comparison with them so they have better understanding of payment plan versus loan and how much they could save. Educate your student on the difference between the loan and payment plan and how does each one works. Offer flexibilities on payment plans. Give them easy access to be able to make payments online and also easy access to see their account information. Number 6, use technology, setting up payment plans with automatic payments. That will save tremendous time and effort for the school, both the school and the students. Offer an incentive program, a discount, a coupon with this online payment program. Keep the enrollment fee low so attract students to sign up with payment plan program.